GD here, Tyrolinus, and as you can see by the title of this video, this is the first race I've ever done with the wheel online ever. I think even with the Logitech when I had that, as much as I didn't use that, I never actually really raced with it online. I don't think ever. I think it was only in like time trial, Grand Prix mode or career or something, but this, now I've got one that I feel really comfortable with and I'm really committed to using. This is my first race with it, and I just thought I'd just share with you the raw gameplay. So this is my third day with it, and having used the clutch pedal rather than actual the paddle shifters. On other wheels, you normally hold in the paddle shift. For this, you have to actually hold in the clutch. Don't know if I could maybe remap it, but it's not really too bad. This is my third day with the wheel, and every day I've been feeling more and more comfortable. So quite surprisingly comfortable already at the moment. But my current setup, I'm just currently just sitting in my chair, which hasn't got locked wheels or anything, GT Omega chair, so we get a little bit of oversteer there, but getting a decent start and pretty good control at the moment. But as I was saying, playing on a carpet that's on a wooden floor, so I do move back ever so slightly when I brake. It's not 100% stable at all, so I'm looking into things to make that problem go away, but it's not a massive problem compared to what I had before, which was the reason why I didn't use it. But now this wheel just feels, as I said, just feels amazing with the force feedback, which I'll be showing my force feedback settings at the very end of this video, where I do a hot lap of Austria, where I just jumped on that because we've got Austria in AOR this weekend, and I just felt like just jumping on it and just seeing what I could do. But apologies for the corner cut there, and you'll be seeing a lot of mistakes in this video because obviously it's the beginning of a new chapter for me of just getting used to this, where speaking to quite experienced players like the Flying Finn, SDL Impulsive Racer when I was at Abu Dhabi and stuff, it can take you months to really fully get used to it. So to feel already quite comfortable at this stage is looking really positive, because I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I've probably almost done more game time or wheel time on this than I did on my Logitech already, and that's honestly not a joke. I've probably actually played it more already in these 3 days than I ever did with any other wheel I've ever had in the past. So pedals are amazing. If you didn't know and didn't watch my previous video, it's a it's a TSXW Racer Thrustmaster wheel, which you'll be seeing on the thumbnail as we go out wide there, so still getting used to the turning. And on this video as well, we didn't actually have time to load in our setup, so this is with a complete stock setup as well, which I forgot to mention. But anyway, yeah, the wheel is a TSXW Racer Sparco one, and it looks incredible and it feels incredible as well. And someone's in the game chat there, but with the T3PA normal pedals, not the pros, just the normal ones. But to be honest, I'm loving these pedals. They feel so nice, and I can't wait to invest into a complete stable set, because I feel I'm feeling really positive about this on the third day. It feels really nice. So my lobby's been really nice to me. I've taken out all the brake marker boards, so I'm having to completely guess. But just a little talk of my general feelings of the wheel, how it compares with obviously me being mainly a controller player for, well, always been a controller player for 7 years, or more than 7 years if you count my time before F1 when I used to play Need for Speed and other games like PGR and stuff like that as well, and Gran Turismo. It feels like you can just be so consistent with it when you're feeling comfortable and in the rhythm. It feels you could just hit the same point every lap, and like here, once you get that bite, that turning point there, it's just a case at the moment for me of just developing that muscle memory, because I'm so used to playing on a different device. I kind of have to like retrain my brain, even though I'm aware of what the racing lines are, the braking points, I'm aware of what all those are in this game, so catching over so nicely there. You've got to retrain it to get used to this device, because as much as I've had karting experience and stuff as well, I honestly don't think that really is a factor at all, in my opinion, to be honest. You've got to learn how to trail brake with your foot rather than with your finger, and believe me, that's quite a big transition. But at the moment it feels pretty natural to me. It feels really nice, like going through here. we did 20.5 2 laps in a row, which is, I'd say it's pretty good on a stock set. My best ever done with the controllers, like a 19.4, 19.5, but that was me at my peak with a setup as well, which definitely makes a fair amount of difference. So to be on this pace, and you'll be able to see with my Austria hot lap that I do at the end of this video as well, it just feels really, really nice. And as I said, the consistency, being able to be so precise as we corner cut there, but the ability to just be really precise. And once I've got this in my brain where I've just programmed it in, the muscle memory, I think I'm going to have a lot more fun with this. And I honestly never thought that I would ever feel comfortable using the wheel, or me imagine myself using a wheel at all in an F1 game. I never thought that would ever be possible, but from the more I play this now, the more I'm enjoying it. And I said that I'd probably, well, next season anyway, I was when I actually use the wheel for good, but if it keeps going like this, and when I get a stable setup as well, I honestly don't know. I honestly might change before the end of the season, and that's not me just trying to create some hype or anything. That's me being completely dead serious. It just feels that good to me. And I went on the controller again last night just to do a little bit of practice, because I've got AOR Austria this weekend, as I said. And on that, it just feels super, super twitchy. And the biggest difference I'm noticing is, biggest thing I'd say the difference is on the controller, it's a lot easier to be on the traction, I'd say. Definitely easier to control, because the wheel, when you're turning and then going on traction, that's the hardest thing for me. But I would say on the wheel, it's definitely easier to be consistent. So, since you can be so much smoother, you can control the slides a lot more. You can just hit the same point every lap. And the braking, I really like the braking on the wheel actually. That's something I really enjoy. As you can see, the trail braking pretty nicely there, to be honest. So it's just steering and the throttle application at the same time is what's really going to get me at the moment. But coming towards this, and our game doesn't actually freeze. I think more my internet, I use an internet dongle which is powered by USB to keep it on charge, and that actually ran out of charge. So it wasn't the case of my internet blowing up, it was just my internet actually turning off because I forgot to actually put it on charge. But for the first race, we were winning. I'm pretty sure we could say we were going to win that race, so I was pretty happy with that. But as I said, just the smoothness and consistency is the biggest thing that sets aside the difference so far. But there's a lot more to get used to, the force feedback and everything. Well, it's a completely different experience, but I'm really enjoying it. But you can see here, we jumped on Austria and we did about 3 or 4 laps of this, and this is like on my 4th lap with a setup, with the #1 setup in the world each at the time. So going through here, my PB is a 5.3 and the #1 is a 1 minute 4.9. So it's quite a short track, so I just thought I'd change or go on here because I really enjoy this track as well. It's one of my favourites. Putting into this, being really, really delicate on the throttle, about almost just under 2 tenths down from our pad time at the moment, which was a really good lap. I think it is the fastest controller time around here. So, and I think we were like in 10th or something on the leaderboards doing that. So getting a good exit off here as well. And these are the corners I feel where the wheel was going to be very good, but we actually missed this apex. We turned in a bit too late, but still carrying some decent speed. And if you look at the delta coming through here now, really be able to throw it in, going up in 6th gears, gaining a bit of time. And now these are the corners where I feel corners on the wheel are going to be really good, really fast, change of directions. Going through here, 7th, 6th gear, keeping it just on the track, revving out the gears, I know, but going through here again feels really sweet, really nice through there. And we did a 5.5, which was just over 5 tenths, or 5 and a bit tenths slower than the #1 after I think 4 or 5 laps. And that's just to prove I'm on the wheel as well. And I'm going to show my force feedback settings as well, which I had a little bit of help from the esports champion Brendan Lee, so thank you very much for that. I have actually tweaked them since he gave them to me as well, but for me, I really want a wheel that you really feel it throughout the corners, really important, but not spitting out of control on the straight, rumbling out of your hands on the straight pretty much. So this is what these settings really are. Fairly strong settings, but I feel you need that feel to really, really make a difference on track. So hope you enjoyed this gameplay, just a raw gameplay again of just my first experience of the wheel. As always, let me know how you think I'm doing. Thank you so much, and see you next time.